And we're live. Sweet. What's going on, everybody? Huge Central Division game here tonight. We have the Colorado Avalanche fighting for their playoff lives, currently holding the last playoff spot in the Western Conference against the St. Louis Blues, who all of a sudden now have a legitimate shot to win the Central Division. So this is an absolutely huge game tonight for both of these teams. And division rivals, both teams looking to make the playoffs, should be a really fun matchup. Hey, Goal Horns, life's good. How are you doing? Yeah, you got the first comment. What's going on? Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Hey, Vaughn, what's going on? Thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate it. We got a really good matchup tonight. Should be a really fun game to watch. St. Louis, man, all of a sudden, Nashville and Winnipeg have not been playing good hockey lately. They're kind of stumbling into the playoffs. All of a sudden, I look at the standings, and there's St. Louis just 2 points back. They could legitimately win the Central Division now. Imagine that. Imagine St. Louis hops Nashville and Winnipeg to win the division. That would be ridiculous. That would mean Nashville and Winnipeg would now be the first round series, and St. Louis would play Dallas. Or I don't know. I think Winnipeg's still going to win the division. But even then, St. Louis could still easily jump Nashville for that second spot, and now they have home ice in that first round series over the Predators. That could be a game changer given how good the Predators are at home. So This is a massive game now for the Blues, and now we all know how important this is for Colorado. With 4 games left, including tonight, they have a 1-point lead on the last wild card spot ahead of Arizona. Yeah, the Wild are all done. With that loss to Arizona last night, the Wild are all done. They're not mathematically eliminated yet, but it would take an absolute miracle for them to make the playoffs. They would need Colorado to lose every game, every one of their remaining games. They would need to win every one of their remaining games. And I think Arizona would have to lose all but one of their remaining games for Minnesota to have a chance to get in. So that's not going to happen. So I would say at this point, I'm calling Minnesota out. They're done. That regulation loss where they got no points against Arizona pretty much put them out. So now the last wild card spot is still Colorado with 85 points. And Arizona now has 84, but one more game played. And that game played is tonight. So at the end of tonight, we'll see where Colorado is, and then they'll both have 3 games remaining. But yeah, I would say Minnesota's all done. It's going to come down to Colorado and Arizona. I think Colorado is the team that makes it. And then they will have to play Calgary in the first round. And that will be I think that will be an interesting series. I really do. Calgary's a very good team, but I think Colorado is a team that could potentially give them, not necessarily beat them, but give them, at least a good series and make it 6 or 7 games. I don't think either Calgary or Colorado have great goaltending. They both have tremendous top lines. You would have a huge battle between the McKinnon line from Colorado and the Monahan-Goodrow line from Calgary. I think you would have a huge battle of number 1 lines. But the goaltending, I think, isn't great on either team. And I think defensively, I would say Calgary probably has the edge there, which could end up being the difference in the series. But Calgary versus Colorado, if that is the first round series, could be a very fun one to watch, especially for a 1 seed versus a wild card 2. Those series a lot of times are blowouts and not really interesting. I think Calgary versus Colorado could be a very interesting series. Hey, what's up, Derek? Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. No Lightning game tonight, but got a good one between the Avalanche and Blues hopefully tonight. I'm all ready to go. Been watching baseball most of the day. Switching over to hockey for tonight. Got a beer here. Got 2 more. So I got 1 beer for every period. So we should be good as far as that goes tonight. And should be a fun one to watch. I think this is going to be a really intense playoff feel throughout this game. So much is on the line for both of these teams. It has to have that playoff feel to it. Hey, Midwest Sports, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. We dedicate 175,000 square feet to getting it wrong. Because you deserve paint that's done right. That's proudly particular. Benjamin Moore, the standard for paint professionals. Yeah, the Lightning should absolutely destroy a lousy team like the Senators. I mean, I don't really have a team, so to say, in baseball. I mean, I just kind of casually watch baseball. I'm not like, oh man, if this team doesn't win, I'm really, there's nothing like that really where I'm like, wow, I gotta have this team win tonight. Like I'm not a fan of any particular team, so to say. I just casually watch baseball. I pick teams I like and teams I don't. It kind of depends on the players on the team and the attitude of the team and stuff like that. But I don't not like the Red Sox, but I wouldn't say I'm overly a Red Sox fan. I'm sorry to hear that, Midwest Sports. That sucks. That's never a good thing when you have to put down an animal or anything like that. So sorry to hear that, man. Goal horns, I don't know what I would do for a video. I think we all know what happened there. I don't know really what I would do. I never, even when it happened, I didn't do any videos on it because what was there to say? I mean, there really wasn't anything to say. It was just such a tragedy and such an awful event. It's probably, my thoughts and prayers are obviously with, everyone involved and the families and the players and the whole organization and everything. But, I mean, beyond that, there's really not much to say. So, no, I probably won't be doing a video on it. I don't think there's anything I can say or do in a video that would do it justice. Yeah, Patrick Laine has not been good since November. Johnny, I've talked about that. I know I did a video on that, I think a couple months back now. That might have been like 2 months ago now. But Laine, after November, has been downright awful. He's been absolutely awful. So I'm glad he finally got to the 30-goal mark. But when you have 21 goals at the end of November, I mean, 40 should be a guarantee. You should probably score 50 if you have 21 through November. But the season obviously went a very, very different direction for Laine after November. I remember there was a stretch there where over the course of like 2 or 3 months, he only had like 3 or 4 goals. It was just downright awful. So hopefully he can get it going for the playoffs. Hopefully, if he can get going, then that adds even more to Winnipeg offensively and even more greatness in their lineup if he can perform at that level. If he gets going into the playoffs like that, and returns to Patrick Laine form for the playoffs, then I think that makes Winnipeg all the more dangerous going into the postseason. Would I do a series called Greatest Moments? Well, I think that would be better for somebody who does video editing and stuff and can edit the video clips of those moments into the video more than me to do it, because I don't do any editing. I would just have to talk about it. I think that'd get to be a pretty boring series if I did it, but maybe. So Starting goaltenders tonight, Philip Grubauer is in goal for Colorado, and Jordan Binnington is in goal for St. Louis. And what a story he has been. Fun fact, I saw Jordan Binnington play. He played it for the Providence Bruins last year because he was on loan from St. Louis, and he played the whole year in Providence with him and Zane McIntyre were the two Providence goalies. Jordan Binnington was phenomenal in the AHL. Or was it last year or 2 years ago? I forget now. All the years run together. But I saw Binnington play for a year not very long ago, and he was very good. I didn't expect him to have this level of success though. At the NHL level, he has been absolutely phenomenal for St. Louis and has completely taken over their starting goaltender spot. Yeah, he's incredible, Maddie. He is really, really good. My celebrity crush, I don't know. I have a lot of them. There are obviously a lot of very good-looking celebrities, but my go-to usually I would say is Anna Kendrick. She's definitely one of the top ones. Oh yeah, Maddie. I went to over this past weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I went to the NCAA hockey tournament, the regional in Providence, and it was 4 teams in the regional. It was PC, Providence College, Minnesota State, Cornell, and Northeastern. And I'm a huge PC fan. They ended up winning, and for the whole tournament, all 3 games, we had. It was me, my dad, and my grandfather. We all went, and we had glass seats behind the net. It was absolutely incredible, right on the glass, front row. It was one of the best, absolutely one of the greatest hockey experiences of my life. And of course, PC not only won, we got a goal already, Blues up 1-0. Wow. That took less than 2 minutes, and St. Louis is up already. But anyway, yeah, we had glass seats, and PC not only won the first game, PC was the 4 seed. They were the bottom seed in the that region of the tournament. Tyler Bozak with the goal for St. Louis, a beautiful top shelf shot. Really, really bad defense from Colorado there. They got to tighten it up if they want to win this game. Yeah, PC was the 4 seed out of 4 teams, and they beat the number 1 seed Minnesota State in the first game. Then they played Cornell on Sunday, and oh, that might be offside. Ooh, that's going to be real close. I think that's offsides. That goal might be coming back. That is offsides. That is offsides. But then, yeah, PC beat Cornell 4-0 on Sunday, and it was a huge celebration in Providence, and it was absolutely awesome. So, and the arena was electric. It was mostly PC fans, and just an absolute phenomenal experience, and just unbelievable to have front row seats to that. This goal is under review for offsides, and I am 100% convinced that this is offsides. So it will be going back to 0-0, I think. It wouldn't be the first time that I got something wrong on review, but when I look at that, I see offside. So I'm going to say that this goal's... Yeah, okay, the goal's already been called off. So back to 0-0. Goal was offsides. So we're back to 0-0, and that is a huge break for the Colorado Avalanche, who were going to be down 1-0 less than 2 minutes into the game, but now we're back. Now we're back to an even game. Yes, Sharks versus Knights in the first round. That is correct. That is absolutely going to happen. we've been expecting that for a while now. It's looked like was gonna be San Jose, Vegas 2-3 in the Pacific. Calgary now has locked up the #1 spot. And Arizona is obviously not going to catch Vegas. That's definitely boarding. That is a hit from behind and a half from Zadorov there on Pat Maroon. Maroon might be going after Zadorov for that a little bit later in the game. Wasn't an overly hard check, but definitely one of those just two-hand cross checks from square in the back that sent Maroon face first into the boards. Kind of a just not a smart penalty there from Zadorov. That's a dumb play by Zadorov. He didn't have to do that. And he just gave him a two-hand cross check right to the back. Hey, Goalhorns, you met Gritty. That is awesome. Gritty is the best mascot in sports. I saw the video on Instagram today of him terrorizing some kids last night or yesterday afternoon. I absolutely love Gritty. He is fantastic, and it's great that you got to meet him. I wish I could meet Gritty. Ooh, Goalhorns, that's a tough one. I think that both good chance there on the power play for St. Louis, but he shoots it wide. I think both will eventually end up in the Enforcer Hall of Fame, but I haven't seen the stats, but off the top of my head, I would probably say Eric Bolton first. I think Eric Bolton is probably going to be a guy that goes in rather soon. As far as modern enforcers go, he was one tough dude. Yes, Milan Lucic is a complete pylon and waste of $6 million, absolutely, without a doubt. Gritty for Calder, yeah. I would not be upset if Gritty got the Calder, even though he didn't play a game. He's definitely the best mascot, so I'm all in on Gritty. So Colorado has done a pretty good job on this kill for the most part. St. Louis has gotten a couple of good chances, but nothing's gone in, and Colorado's been able to clear the puck a couple of times. Yeah, Lucic came up with Boston. Lucic played for the Bruins for a long time, and then he got traded to the Kings because his play was clearly starting to decline. And he went to the Kings for a year, then to the Oilers, and he's still in Edmonton, where he's absolutely useless now. Another good chance there for St. Louis, but they don't score, and Colorado clears it to finish off the power play. So still 0-0. Colorado killed off Zadorov's dumb cross-checking penalty. No, I did not watch Ron Burgundy call the Kings game. That's offsides on Colorado. I did not see that. I saw that it happened, but I didn't watch it. So I don't know. I'm sure it must have been absolutely hilarious. It must have been wicked funny. But I didn't get a chance to see it. That was very good defense there by Colton Parayko on Nathan McKinnon. Caused the offsides. So St. Louis has definitely carried the play here early on. They've had most, if not all, of the scoring chances. The power play obviously helped. But Colorado hasn't been able to get anything going offensively. Really haven't had any puck possession here. This is a big game for them. They might want to get things going here a little bit. This is a huge game. Not the kind of game that you don't want to show up for. But they've been hemmed in their own end for most of this game to this point, the first 6 minutes. So here comes Colorado dumping it in and getting in on the forecheck here, but St. Louis pretty easily gets the puck out. Nice pass there from Shen back to Dunn at the point, and Dunn gets a shot on goal. Saved by Grubauer, and now St. Louis still possesses the puck. St. Louis is 100% outskating the Avalanche right now. Colorado did not bring their skating game early in this one. They looked dead asleep. They don't even have a shot on goal yet. Shots are 5-0 Blues. Avalanche don't even have a shot yet. They need to wake up and wake up quick. Here they come into the offensive zone. Shot gets blocked. Yes, I do. Well, I haven't watched any on the bench videos. I haven't watched any on the bench videos recently, but I remember watching a lot of their stuff last year. But I haven't seen any of the new stuff, so I have to check it out. Honestly, I used to get them, like, see them on Instagram and stuff. There's a goal for St. Louis, and that one's going to count. 1-0 St. Louis for real this time. I think. Maybe I should make sure that there's no challenge. I think that St. Louis, this one's going to count. Have I ever dated a girl in school before? Yeah, I have. Not for very long, but yes. Jaden Schwartz, what a goal. Nice. Who that? Oh, Sundqvist with the beautiful pass, too, and Schwartz just pokes it in. Beautiful goal. So this one counts. It's 1-0 St. Louis, and like I've been saying, Colorado really hasn't even shown up for this game yet. They really need to get going. This is a time where not even that long ago, but even just a few years ago, you'd put your fourth line on the ice, and your enforcer would go out there and fight somebody and get the bench going and get everybody going. There's no enforcers left now. Nobody barely fights anymore. But Colorado could perfectly use a fight right now. They need to get going. They've got to find a way to wake the hell up for this game because they've been awful for the first 8 minutes. Oh, really, Derek? How'd that go, telling the girl that you liked her? If there's ever a day to tell a girl that you like her, it's on April Fool's Day, because if she rejects you, you can just be like, April Fools, it's a joke, and then you're all set. Modern problems require modern solutions. That is a modern solution. Use April Fool's Day to your advantage. Derek is not a fan of Philadelphia. No, I do not dislike Brad Marchand because he's on the Bruins. If he was on any other team, I'd absolutely hate him. But he's on the Bruins, so I love him. Hey, there you go, Von Hook. Nice. There you go. That's why in Benjamin Moore, we test all of our paints and stains for months, or even years. We dedicate 175,000 square feet to getting it wrong. I literally just pulled my phone up to check other scores from around the league. So the Panthers are up on the Capitals 2-0. What the hell? The Devils are up on the Rangers 2-1. The Maple Leafs are up on the Islanders 1-0. Lightning and Senators are tied 1-1. What? Derek, what are your Lightning doing? They're tied 1-1 with the Senators. And then St. Louis is up 1-0 on Colorado in this game here. So, wow. Yeah, that's an April Fool's. Someone Well, Tom Brady did that earlier, saying he was going to retire on Twitter, but it was clearly an April Fool's joke. So there's an icing on St. Louis, and Colorado is going to have another chance here with an offensive zone faceoff. So St. Louis wins the draw, trying to get the puck out, but oh, nice keep in there by Landeskog. St. Louis finally gets the puck out. Tarasenko. Oh, Ryan O'Reilly had a chance to make it 2-0 there and just missed. Here he comes again. Backhand on goal, Grubauer with the save. Wow. Yeah, I have I have Instagram, yes. I don't have like an off-the-wall hockey or Instagram or anything, but I personally have an Instagram, and I'll put the handle. It's the same as my Snapchat. That's my IG, my personal Instagram. I don't have an off-the-wall hockey one because I don't really have any reason to, but my personal one is that. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, I mean, I'm not private or anything. Go right ahead. I'll give you a follow back if you're one of my subscribers for sure. I don't follow people back if, like, I don't know who they are usually. But if you're one of my subscribers, I'll definitely give you a follow back. Yeah, the Lightning definitely have to step it up. Yeah, go to the net. If you want to score goals, go to the net. That's the way it's been in hockey forever, and it's absolutely the way it is now. And Jaden Schwartz goes to the net, which is going to really make him an important guy in the playoffs. Yeah, Derek, I just... Yeah, I see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you're added. Welcome to the club. I'll add that kid too. Von Hook with the IG follow. Thank you. I appreciate it. And you'll definitely be getting the follow back. So here comes Colorado now into the zone, looking to tie this game up. St. Louis has played very, very well defensively so far, though. Wait, what, Derek? What girls have thought? Wow, that's a word that barely gets used anymore, but such a classic. That word was blowing up like my freshman year of college. All of a sudden, everyone became a thought. But like, what girl is such a thought, but her parents don't let her have Snapchat? I mean, her parents probably know what they're doing if she not letting her have Snapchat. Oh, that was almost 2-0 St. Louis there. Just wide of the goal. Oh, the one that you like? Oh, that's fantastic. Well, get it. Go get it. Yeah, Dallas to me, when I look at the Dallas Stars, they are the epitome of a first round exit come playoff time. They are like I look at that team and I go, "Yup, they're going to make the playoffs. Yup, they're going to be a wild card team and they're going to lose in the first round, maybe get swept." I don't see it going more than 5 games. They probably get swept in the first. Like that is the epitome of a one and done team for me, the Dallas Stars. St. Louis is swarming here. Just why? Ryan O'Reilly again. No, that was Tarasenko. I'm sorry. I saw the 9 and I thought it was O'Reilly again. I think it was Tarasenko that time that just sent it wide of the net. I mean, St. Louis is like on the verge of scoring here. They are about to net one. Colorado finally gets the puck out of their zone, but without possession, and St. Louis gets possession right back. So under 8 minutes left in the first period now. Still 1-0 St. Louis. Tarasenko just put that over the net. Well, at least you got her number, Derek. That's good. That's a start for sure. Dun, 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 dun. What comes with a $1 soft drink from McDonald's? $1 any size soft drink. Joy included. I'm torn because, like, I'll just say I am not particularly rooting for anyone in the Western Conference to get in or not get in between Colorado, because, like, I kind of want Colorado to get in. I also kind of want Arizona to get in, just so to be like, Arizona made the playoffs. This is awesome. Good for them. But I also really like watching Colorado, and I like the way that Colorado plays. So I kind of want them to get in. Also, what's going to be a more fun series to watch? Calgary versus Colorado or Calgary versus Arizona? I think Calgary versus Colorado is going to be more fun to watch. So I kind of want the Avalanche to get in, but I also do. I wouldn't mind if Arizona gets in, especially that makes a really good story. If you have Arizona and Carolina in the playoffs in the same season, I think that would be really, really cool to see happen. But I don't know. I'm kind of hoping that the Avalanche get in because I want to see them play, playoff hockey. I want to see them. They're a physical team. They have Matt Calvert. They have Ian Cole. They have Nikita Zadorov. Like I think that they will be fun to watch in a playoff series. If she breathed, she a thought. I think it depends on who the Penguins play. I really think it depends on who they play, whether they're a first round exit or not. I don't see them getting past Washington. So if they do make it to the second round and they play Washington, I think that's definitely the end of the road for Pittsburgh. But depending on who they play, I don't think they're a guaranteed first round exit. Oh, this chat's been on fire tonight, Fire Strike. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm pretty down on the Pen. I've been down on the Pens all year, but they've been playing better of late. They've been better the last couple of months, and I really think it comes down to the matchup for them. There are some teams I think they could possibly beat. There are some teams I think they have no chance against. I think, depending on who they play, if they play the Islanders in the first round, I think they could win that series. I also think that the Islanders could win that series. That could be a real toss-up of a series as far as who's going to win. If they play Washington, they're out. If they play Carolina, they probably beat Carolina. So I think it depends on how the Metro kind of shakes out and the seeding of how everybody finishes. There's another save by Grubauer. Von Hook, that sucks. You haven't seen her in 3 years. That's I think it's time to think about someone else and find another hot girl. Because if you haven't seen her in 3 years, you probably won't see her again. Derek, she's thick with 2 C's or is she thick with 3 C's? Because there's thick, and then there's thick. So there's different levels of thick. What level of thick is she? A Washington-Montreal series, that could be fun. But unfortunately, given the way that the position Montreal's in, the way that Columbus has been playing lately and where the standings are, I don't think you're going to get a Washington-Montreal series. I think you're going to get Columbus sneaking in as probably the last wild card team. Do I think it will be a crazy playoffs this year? I think every year the playoffs are crazy, but is it going to be crazy as far as like upsets? I don't necessarily think so. I think the better teams will probably win. But I think it's going to be an incredibly fun playoffs to watch. I think it's shaping up to have a lot of really, really good matchups, especially in the first round. I'm surprised that wasn't tripping there on Colorado. Oh, what a save by Binnington. But yeah, I think it's going to be really fun playoffs to watch. I think there's going to be a lot of great series, a lot of really good matchups. I think overall the better teams will probably come out on top, meaning that there's not going to be a lot of upsets or anything. But I think it's definitely going to be a lot of fun to watch. Yeah, Vegas and San Jose are meeting first round. That is going to be a phenomenal first round series, about as good as it can get. All right, so she's thick with 2 C's according to Derek, so that's good. That's definitely a thumbs up there. No, I do not play any organized hockey anymore. I used to play hockey. I played hockey for 12 years, but after high school I stopped because I wasn't that good. So I play pond hockey from time to time when it's cold out in the winter. But as far as any organized hockey, I do not play anymore. Used to, but not anymore. I got to finish this by the end of the first period. Yes, the NBA is 100% rigged. That league picks who they want to win and who they want to be good, and it's 100% rigged. Well, you're definitely not going to be getting a Toronto-Pittsburgh series this year because I think both of those teams will probably be out in the first round. Probably. I wouldn't, I would not be surprised if all pro sports in some way were rigged to an extent. I'll just say I wouldn't be surprised. But the NBA, to me, I think makes it more blatantly obvious than any other pro sport league. Although the NFL does some things where you look at it and just go, like, what? That this has to be rigged. But I think the NBA makes it blatantly obvious with their officiating and just with the way that things happen in that league that it's rigged. Nah, Nashville and St. Louis are destined to meet in the first round. Nashville and St. Louis will be meeting in the first round, I think. Unless St. Louis somehow wins the division. I don't know if Winnipeg's going to let that happen. I think it's going to be Nashville and St. Louis in the first round. And let me tell you, that is going to be one hell of a series. Feed me these physical, nasty division rivalries in the playoffs every single time. Inject that shit into my veins. If it's rivals, if they're division rivals, if they're teams that don't like each other, if it's going to be a nasty series, give it to me every time. And that's what Nashville and St. Louis is going to be. That's what Vegas and San Jose is going to be. That's what Toronto and Boston is going to be. Give me that shit every time. It's incredible. Nashville would have to win the division for it to be Winnipeg versus St. Louis. And Nashville's got to have more games played, tied in points. I think the division is Winnipeg's to lose at this point. Lightning versus Bruins second round rematch, very, very possible this year. Very, very possible. I would almost say likely. I would say likely that that's going to happen. Oh, she got braces. That sucks. Yeah, well, I guess it depends on how long she's going to have the braces for, I guess. But, yeah, that generally is not... Although I guess you could scoop her up while she has braces and then reap the rewards when she no longer does, I guess. But, hang on. Yeah, I would almost probably wait until it's closer to getting them off. She's closer to getting them off. Yeah, so Winnipeg's at 94 points but has 4 games remaining. Nashville's at 94 points and has 3 games remaining. St. Louis is at 92 points and has 4 games remaining, counting this one. So, I mean, it is conceivable that St. Louis could win the division, but Winnipeg and Nashville would need to do some losing, which they have been doing lately. So it's very much possible. Then we would see Winnipeg and Nashville in the first round. Holy shit, that would be one hell of a series. Yeah, is it April 10th? Yeah, I cannot wait. I cannot wait until playoff hockey. Like, these regular season games, like, just... I know there's still a lot on the line and a lot left to be decided, but, like, can we just skip these and get right to the damn playoffs? Because I need to see some playoff hockey here. There's another save by Grubauer. So Colorado has kind of settled down defensively a little bit here. Petrangelo and Landeskog going at it. Landeskog with kind of a slew foot there on Petrangelo. Definitely took his legs out. But Colorado seems to have gotten this game a little bit more under control here. Still 1-0. Nothing's changed on the scoreboard, obviously. And there's 2.5 minutes left in the first period. All right, so Johnny's Stanley Cup final is San Jose versus Washington. That I do think is, I mean, it's certainly a possibility. That's not anything, completely out of, any, a long shot or anything. That's very, very possible. All right, Goldhorn, thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate it. See you later. Thanks for the follow on Instagram as well. See, I'm kind of with Fire Strike. I think it's going to be Lightning Jets, but definitely can't rule out San Jose, Washington. Absolutely can't rule that out. But I think Winnipeg is definitely the team from the West that's my favorite going in. And from, I think the East is pretty up in the air. I don't know. Washington could get back there. I think the Lightning obviously have the best team, the best roster, of course. If Boston somehow gets by Tampa Bay, if they win against Tampa Bay, then that's a team to worry about and look for. So, I don't know. I think it's going to be a heck of a playoffs. I think it's absolutely going to be a heck of a playoffs this year. Oh, that sucks, Derek. So you like her, but she thinks your friend is cute. That sucks. That was definitely worthy of a penalty call. That's going to be tripping. Hey, Rob, what's going on? Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. We have a little get-together here after Thomas sticks his... Oh, no. I thought he tripped him and pushed his legs out. No, he pushed him from behind. He pushed him from behind. That's a douchey move, right? Oh, another one of those little cross-checks that just sent Calvert flying into the boards. Really, really stupid penalty on Robert Thomas there. Well, Colorado to the power play here. Hey, thank you, Fire Strike. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is my marching band sweatshirt from 2012. So, oh, you're so funny. You're so funny, Fire Strike. I like the, you know what I like, Fire Strike, better than this shirt? I like the Rangers playoff chances. That's what I like. No, nothing compares to the NHL playoffs. And the NBA playoffs are absolutely trash. I can't, I mean, I don't watch basketball or the NBA in general, but no, not even close to hockey. The NHL playoffs are unreal. Final 10 seconds of the period here. Sundqvist. Blues have a 2-on-1 shorthanded. Huge save there by Grubauer to end the period, and it's 1-0 St. Louis. Into the first intermission. End of the first period. It's 1-0 still St. Louis. Really, really close there to being 2-0 St. Louis. Right at the end of the period there where Sundqvist had a great shorthanded chance, but Grubauer comes up with a massive, massive save. That could be a game changer. If Colorado comes back and wins this game or even gets a point out of this game, remember that save at the end of the first period because it could very, very easily be 2-0 Blues right now.
You should really stop overpaying for wireless.
Ha! Yeah, Ottawa versus LA in the Stanley Cup final. That's That's the finals for the worst team in the league there. LA and Ottawa. What a joke. They are absolutely awful. The Cleveland Browns are going to be nice this year. I'm jumping all in on this Browns bandwagon. The Browns are going to be nice this year.
Really? Crispy chicken, pit smoked ham, and luau sauce on a sweet King's Hawaiian bun.
Von Hook, you have my 1 through 4. Absolutely. You absolutely have my 1 through 4 right there. Rankings of the 4 major pro sports leagues. 100%. NHL is 100% number 1, my favorite. Football's number 2. Baseball's 3. And basketball, I don't even watch. Hey, TTC, what's going on? Thanks for stopping in. I'm doing pretty well watching a good hockey game here. I'm very, very excited for the playoffs as well. I cannot wait until we get to April 10th here and the playoffs start. It's going to be a heck of a 2 months for sure.
Sometimes the best way to connect is to disconnect.
Oh, what's wrong on Discord? The only thing I use Discord for is my stock trading chats are all on Discord, but that's the only groups I'm in on that. Those are really fun to be in. A lot of idiots, a lot of really smart people as well. It's just a blast to be involved in that.
Yes, I'm sure.
I know you like technology, but aren't there other jobs?
I don't just want a job. I want to be a part of something bigger than myself. So, Mom, what do you think?
Oh, yeah, more April Fool's. See, that's the problem with doing anything on April Fool's Day is I don't know what's real and what's not. Is this whole thing between Derek and his girl here all April Fools, or is he legitimately trying to talk to this girl? Probably. The Warriors will probably win again, and it's probably rigged, absolutely. St. Louis is up 1-0. End of the first period, TTC. 1-0 Blues. St. Louis had a very good first period. Colorado definitely needs to step it up. She said KK. Classic girl response there. All right, Johnny with the conference final picks here. He has Washington and Boston in the East and San Jose and Winnipeg in the West. Very, very real possibilities there. I mean, I haven't done my playoff predictions yet. I won't until the end of the season. That will definitely be something that gets done in the few days before the playoffs actually start. But very, very real possibilities there from Johnny. He has Boston getting by Tampa Bay. Interesting. I don't think the Bruins are that good, but we'll see. It should be a really fun series. So while we're at intermission here, I think I'm going to go through some other scores from around the league. We have Panthers now up 4-0 on Washington. So Washington obviously decided to take the night off, even though they have a game tonight. They must have just thought that the schedule was April Fool's and not actually have to play because it's 4-0 Panthers. Rangers and Devils are tied 2-2. Toronto is still up on the Islanders 1-0. The Lightning are now up on the Senators 2-1, so I thought that game would be a blowout. It is not. The Blues obviously up 1-0 on the Avalanche here. The Blues are out shooting Colorado 15-2 at the end of the first period. So Colorado really needs to get their shit together here. Chicago is up 1-0 on the Jets. So that's not good for Winnipeg, who might blow the division lead tonight. That is not good. And later tonight, we have Vegas versus Edmonton and Calgary versus LA. Those are the two late games tonight. All right, so that's what we've got around the league. I'll try and catch back up in the chat here. Yeah, Toronto's winning 1-0. So Derek agrees that the West will be San Jose versus Winnipeg, but thinks that the Lightning get there in the East versus the Caps or Penguins. April Fools is the most annoying holiday ever for sure. I agree with that. Yeah, I think I want the Avalanche to win as well because I want Winnipeg to win the division and I want the Avalanche to get into the playoffs. So, hey, Winnipeg just tied it up at the live look-in. All right, Adam Lowry with a nice goal. So it's now 1-1, Winnipeg and Chicago. So if Winnipeg wins tonight, then they will for sure retain top spot in the division, at least for tonight, even if St. Louis does win, because that would put Winnipeg to 96 points. Jets versus Lightning Stanley Cup final. That's probably what I'm thinking as well. But we'll see. Anything can happen. No, don't even get me started on Toronto. I'm not going to bash Toronto tonight. No, I do not have a Discord group. I honestly, I've only been using Discord for a couple months now. I really don't even know how to use it that well. I don't know how to start a group or anything, but even if I did, would you guys want me to start a Discord group for some reason?
I just decided to go to law school and handle it myself. Just kidding. I hated school. If you weren't interested in
But I have no idea even how to start a group. Oh, I can create a server like this easily. No. Do not say that, Derek. No. Do not. I mean, I could start a Discord group if you wanted. I don't know. All I've done on Discord is gotten invited into chats. 3 different stock trading chats that I'm in. I don't know how to create these servers or these chats. I don't know how to add people to these. I guess I could try and figure it out. Maybe that will be something I do tomorrow. I'll do a project tomorrow trying to get, I don't know. I don't even know what use having an off-the-wall hockey Discord group would have, but I don't know. We'll see. Probably not.
When you're particular, you want things done right. That's why in Benjamin Moore, we test all of our paints and stains for months.
Really? Every content creator needs a Discord? Why is that? I really don't even know that much about Discord.
Because you deserve paint that's done right. That's proudly particular. Benjamin Moore, the standard for paint professionals, only local paint and hardware.
Maybe I'll create one. Invite all of you guys to join. Then we can just chat like whenever.
Bush's baked beans. Savory love sweet.
At Benjamin Moore, we test all of our paints and stains for months.
Oh, you drive for MBTA? Nice. I didn't know that. That's cool.
Benjamin Moore, the standard for paint professionals.
The big bucks, really? Well, congratulations. I didn't know that you would be earning the big bucks, but cool. All right, I got to check the box score. Oh, sweet, TC. I appreciate that for sure. Definitely, I got a lot of merch in the merch store, so if any of you are interested, please check it out because there's a lot of different shirts, sweatshirts, hats, coffee mugs, duffel bags. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff there. So, you know, I really would really appreciate it. You know, if you guys are willing to buy some stuff, that'd be really, really cool. Yeah, Tampa does have the President's Trophy curse on them. So for sure, I mean, that's really, I'm not going to pick them to win the cup because President's Trophy winners do not win the Stanley Cup. They just never, hardly ever does a President's Trophy winner win the Stanley Cup at RAP. No, there's no backpack. The only bags I have are the like those drawstring gym bags that you just like you pull tight and the top closes. That's the only bags I have. I don't have an off-the-wall hockey backpack. Sorry. I don't think that's even an option. Can't even talk now. I don't even think that's an option on a Spreadshirt, unfortunately. Thank you. Yeah, 700 subs. That happened last week, so I'm really happy about that and hope that it continues. Oh, we have had some fighting. We've had quite a bit of fighting. Holy the Rangers in New Jersey decided to throw it back to 2010 here, and we have a 3-fight game. Hell yeah. All right. Time to get to work on NHL Fight Alert. A 3-fight game between the Rangers and Devils. That's cool. I'm all in on that. Twitter, Tony D'Angelo versus Nathan Bastian. Okay. Easy enough. I got to remember the names.
I'll need an extra cup holder. Plus, Enterprise treats me like a Hall of Famer, which I am. Brett, buy or share. I'll get Enterprise. Pick you up today. It almost feels like you're holding your breath for a minute and a half. This thing has a lot of power. You have to react quick, smashing on the
New Jersey Devils.
When you get it right, it's the best feeling ever. Good luck on your test, Derek. Statewide writing test. Have fun with that. No, I would not do that. But good luck, Derek, and good luck with that girl. Hopefully she likes you back and good things happen. But see you, man. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it, and I hope to talk to you soon. TTC, what's your question, man? Shoot. I can do multiple things at the same time. No, I don't. I've never seen any of his videos or anything. No. Brendan Lemieux versus Miles Wood. Okay. That's a good fight there. That must have been good. Tavares scores against the Islanders. Wow. Big team.
Wondering how they harness a rattlesnake's bite to create Taco Bell's new rattlesnake fries? You can stop. It's just a metaphor. The nacho fries you love, loaded with marinated steak and creamy jalapeno sauce. New steak rattlesnake fries, only at Taco Bell.
What is that?
Mine.
Fight number 2. And fight number 3 was Elias Anderson. Stop auto-correcting. I'm right. How do you spell his name?
Really stop overpaying for wireless.
And upgrade to the grill for month. Wait, both for that price? Both? Our first word.
And you get both on Sprint's network built for unlimited.
Switch and get both. An unlimited plan and iPhone XR lease for just $35.
First, Blake Coleman of the Devils. So we've got a 3-fight night going in New Jersey. That's some old-fashioned Devils Rangers right there. Too bad that doesn't happen more often. But rare 3-fight game in the NHL. That is Tony. So those are some good matchups too. Bastian versus D'Angelo was probably a really good fight. Lemieux versus Woods must have been a heck of a fight. And then Coleman versus Anderson. That's two guys who don't fight a whole lot going at it. So must be a pretty heated game going on between the Devils and Rangers, two non-playoff teams. But that doesn't mean the season's over. They still got games to play, and obviously things have gotten heated in the second period tonight. Kind of wish I was watching that game. All right, cracked another beer here, although that's my second period beer. As we're back for the start of the second period. Perfect. Yeah, they've been sitting out, starting to get a little warm. That means by the time we get to the third period, my third period beer is going to be warm. Tim Nowak, the linesman, is doing his last NHL game tonight. He's been around a long time. Yeah, Vaughn, I'll drink Miller Lite from time to time. My go-to, most of the time I drink Bud and Bud Light, but I love to switch it up. I'm a fan of most beers. There's not many beers that I don't like, so I'll switch it up, and I'll drink Miller Lite. I'll drink Busch. I'll drink what else? I'll drink PBR. I'll drink hell, I mean, you name it, I'll probably drink it. Other than I don't drink Coors really. I've only drank Coors a couple of times. Don't really. I pick other things over that basically, but most other beers I'll drink. Rolling Rock, that's another. I haven't had Rolling Rock since college. That's another really good one. Rolling Rock is one of the smoothest beers I've ever had. You need to pace yourself for a long night of drinking and really get hammered. Rolling Rock's the way to go because that shit is smooth. Real easy to drink. Vodka, when it comes to hard alcohol, vodka was always my go-to at college. I drank a lot of vodka at college. Drink bourbon and whiskey as well. Drink Fireball. Drink Captain Morgan. Like Captain Morgan a lot. Again, I like drinking, so it doesn't, I'm not usually too picky about what it is. If it's got alcohol in it and it's a fun time, then I'm going to drink it. Yeah, smoking is bad. Say no to cigarettes, kids. Say no to vaping. Say no to everything. So Colorado, even just now, the first 2 minutes of this period looks like a completely different team. I don't know what was said between periods. It must have been something about how they need to wake the hell up because they have come out there and they have really had puck possession and have looked really, really good to start this period. They've gotten some chances, but no goals yet. Oh, yeah, me either, TTC. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for that Bruins Maple Leafs first round matchup. It is going to be, that is going to be incredible to watch. That is going to be as good of playoff hockey as you're going to see in that series. I cannot wait. The intensity, the nastiness, the offense from both teams, just It's going to be so much fun. Why is that, TTC? What do you want a time machine for? I know what I want a time machine for, but what do you want a time machine for? Oh, Calvert just took a big hit there from Parayko. And St. Louis comes in offsides. So exactly 3 minutes through the second period here. Still 1-0 St. Louis, but Colorado has looked much better in the first part of this period than they did at all the last period. Oh, see, I would use a time machine to go backwards, not to go forwards. So we want to change time for different things. You want to go forward and see the playoffs in the future. I want to go backwards and redo high school. Be a lot cooler. I want to take the wisdom that I have now and redo high school, as Bortuzzo takes a nice hit behind the net there. And that's going to be icing. Yep, that is icing on St. Louis. So the puck will come down all the way back. To the St. Louis end, and Colorado is going to have another offensive zone faceoff here. That'd be sweet. Just show up to Jesus with like a PS4 and a cell phone. Be like, yo. Ha. Feel you on that, Von Hook. I feel you on that, man, for sure. Here comes Colorado exiting the zone and into the offensive zone with possession. Nice save there by Binnington with the glove, and he's going to cover it. Oh, yeah, Johnny, absolutely. Lucic is garbage now. He's done being a good player, absolutely. He is going to absolutely blow for the rest of his time in the NHL, and I don't know how long that's going to be. I think it's coming to an end. Yeah, you're having a good time in school. I mean, I would just like to restart when I was like 13 or 14. Take the things that I know now and go back and redo from like 13 on, 14 on. That would be, I mean, I could just, I could have a life, let me tell you. I would have so much fun and do things so much better than I did. Well, TTC, you should join my Discord if I start one. And I promise you'll have a better time in my Discord chat than in whatever one you're in now. Hey, that's offsides. Yep. Colorado offsides here, so still 1-0. Yeah, Jordan Binnington hasn't had to do a whole lot tonight, but the saves he's had to make, he's made them, and he's looked pretty good. Oh, that sucks for him. Did he break up with his girlfriend or did she dump him? because that definitely makes a difference. If she dumped him, then that really sucks for him. If it's the other way around, then I mean, he knew it was coming, obviously. Oh, she dumped him. That's really, yeah, I bet that sucks. He probably feels like absolute garbage now. No, I don't really watch IndyCar. I will watch the Indy 500. Obviously, that's the biggest race in IndyCar. And you know, if I'm not doing anything that Sunday, I will watch the Indy 500. But for the most part, no, I don't watch IndyCar. Hey, Toronto's finally got weed. Nice, about time. I'm honestly surprised Canada didn't have it sooner. Oh, Tarasenko just ripped that wide. That was real close to being 2-0. Another nice save there by Grubauer on Bozak, and he covers it up.
There's nothing more important than the education of a young mind. Except maybe being first in line at the Grand Opening.
Yes. Yes, Johnny, the Oilers are still bad. They are awful. And they have two great players, too. They have two great players in Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, and they still suck because they can't figure out their goaltending. They have no defense. They have no depth. Outside of their top players, they have nothing that can give them anything in the bottom six. They suck. The Oilers suck. And I don't know what they're going to do to fix it. I mean, that Lucic contract is horrible. It's going to take time. They need to find a franchise goaltender. Mikko Koskinen is not a franchise goaltender at 30 years old. They need to develop some sort of good defense, and they don't have it. I don't know. Yeah, they have 200-point guys this year, and they're going to miss the playoffs. I mean, that is downright embarrassing. That is downright embarrassing if you're the Oilers. I've never seen that, heard of it. Oh, Winnipeg's up on Chicago now 2-1. Wow. So that went from 1-0 Chicago now to 2-1 Winnipeg, and it looks like Winnipeg has a chance to pick up 2 points that they really need to win the division. No. The Edmonton better not get that first pick. That first pick belongs to Ottawa, whose pick belongs to Colorado. So Colorado should get that first pick, being Ottawa's pick, but Colorado owns it. Or if they don't win the lottery, then LA should, because those are the two worst teams. Edmonton should not get the first overall pick. Absolutely not. I think St. Louis, or I think Minnesota's done anyway. I don't think it matters who wins this game. I think Minnesota is done anyway. There's really no chance of Minnesota coming back and and getting into a playoff spot. That loss against Arizona last night was just ended their season. So we're about 8 minutes into the second period here, and no scoring this period. Colorado has played much better in the second than they did in the first. However, they have not been able to score and get one past Bennington. So St. Louis still holds a 1-0 lead. And yeah, we're about 8 minutes through the second. We're closing in on the halfway point of the game here. Big game for both of these teams. Yep, Maple Leafs are up 2-0. Yes, absolutely. Vegas is in a playoff spot. They are going to play San Jose in the first round. That's the 2-3 matchup in the Pacific Division. If the Oilers win the draft lottery, I will be making a very angry video about the Oilers in the draft lottery, and they just better not win it. Oh, what a save there. What a save by Bennington. That shot goes wide. Colorado pouring it on here. What a pad save from Jordan Binnington to keep this game 1-0. Wow. Colorado is really pushing here. They've got the puck in the offensive zone, and they're trying to get one in here. They lose it there. Quick re-entry, though. And they just keep on coming on the forecheck. Yeah, momentum's definitely in the Avalanche's favor now. Another shot wide, though. They got to start getting these on net. Perron and Cole are really going at it there. Here comes Colorado right back up the ice. Colorado is fully skating now, and they are playing a lot better. They are playing a lot better than they did in the first period. This has been a strong push from them. Is Nathan at the game? What do you mean? Nathan who? At this game? I don't know what you mean by that, TTC. Oh yeah, Nathan McKinnon's playing. He hasn't really done a whole lot at all, but he is in the lineup for Colorado and playing. He just hasn't really done much tonight. No, I won't punch the TV. I don't want to buy a new TV, so I'm not gonna damage my TV. But I will be very upset if Edmonton gets the first overall pick. Very mad. Yeah, this stream is pretty dead right now. Only 3 people here. I don't know, but it is pretty dead. That's for sure. Hey, some of them are better than others. Last stream was fantastic. Yeah, usually, nice save there by Bennington. Usually it is like 7, 8, 9 people in the watching, and then come playoff times, it's consistently double digits. But this stream tonight happens to be fairly dead. But hey, it is what it is. I'm gonna keep going because. Yeah, Panther Pucks is usually here every stream. He must be busy tonight, which, hey, I can't blame him. I mean,
This is Golden Corral's hand-cut sirloin, now topped with delicious shrimp scampi. And here's the premium butterfly shrimp and the teriyaki salmon. Get it all, plus the entire buffet for one low price. There's something for everyone at Golden Corral.
Wendy's biggie bag, huh? It's everything you ever wanted for just $5. Everything I ever wanted?
That's right. A bacon double stack with a quarter pound of fresh beef, nuggets, fries, and a drink for just $5. Wendy's biggie bag is everything you ever wanted.
Open an E-Trade Premium Savings account and earn 2.1% APY on your money. That's over 20 times the national average.
the best non-divisional first-round playoff matchup. Let me think about that because I'm trying to think of the wild cards, and the wild cards aren't all set yet. I would say if it ends up being Colorado versus Calgary in the first round, that will probably be the best non-divisional one, because in the East, you're probably going to get whoever Tampa plays probably won't be the best, and then Winnipeg is going to win their division, but they're going to play Dallas, who is a divisional team. I would say off the top of my head, as far as non-divisional matchups go, I think Colorado versus Calgary would be the best, assuming Colorado does get the last wild card spot. Again, with this playoff format, we mostly see divisional matchups. There aren't that many non-divisional matchups in this playoff format. The best non-divisional matchup will be Tampa Bay. Overall, if the one of these happens, will be Tampa Bay versus either Pittsburgh or Washington. If Tampa Bay plays either Pittsburgh or Washington, that will be a must-see series. When they've met in the regular season, there's been tons of fights between those teams. There's been tons of animosity. It feels like a real rivalry, even though they're not in the same division. I want to see the Lightning play one of those two teams at some point in the playoffs.